To Battler, they were probably just meaningless words to make him sound cool. To anyone but her, it would have been such a funny story to hear. That promise of Battler might have been an illusion the whole time. In the first place, we don't know if they both felt the same way about each other at all. Love is an illusion. However, if both sides are seeing the same illusion, that love becomes true. However, when the feelings of each side are different, then it's nothing more than a joke. This is Battler's sin, making Shannon think that it was a promise. Wrong. Huh? It's that he didn't even remember. If he simply broke his promise, I could have taken him to task for it. I could have regretted my mistake, or I could have won him back. However, you can't question someone about something they don't even remember. It's not that he didn't remember it, it's that in the relation to a mass murder spree, he didn't connect the dots that was the reason that somebody would kill a bunch of people. And again, I've already gone on a 3-hour-long diatribe in the last video about more on that. Also talked about Homelander. I am unable to hate Battler-san. After all, Battler-san didn't even break his promise. There just wasn't any promise to start with. It was nothing more than a sad joke. I kept on crying and crying. I dug my fingernails into my pillow, soaking it with my tears. How much easier it would be to hate something, but I can't hate anything. I just couldn't get over my miserable arrogance, which had led me to believe that for 3 whole years, that he felt the same as I did. I am to blame for this. My irresponsible words led you to believe that Battler made a promise. No, this isn't anyone's fault. It's all because I assumed that he felt the same way I did. Battler made no promise, and yet his feelings were surely sincere, though there might have been a difference in degree when compared to yours. Again, I've already explained my thoughts on this. And again, you could just talk to him. Also, you guys are still like, can't really do anything about this because you don't really have the legal authority to fight the people in this family yet. It is true that he liked you. Of that, there can be no doubt. Please, just stop it. I have believed that he liked me the way I liked him, without ever doubting that. And yet, that was like one of the first things he ever said when he came back, with it. She was his first love, and he always loved her, just circumstances became very odd, and he had to wait. Please don't try to cheer me up. I'd rather that you mocked me. Before I knew it, a dull, inescapable pain had pierced my chest. When I pressed my hand against my chest, I realized what that pain was. It was the bud of love whose seeds I had sown and nurtured in my heart. Its roots had spread all the way across my chest, tormenting me like a metal wire wrapped around my heart. They looked less like roots and more like fissures running through my heart. I can only hold back the pain by tearing out the root of love. But no matter how much I scratch at it, I'm only scratching at my chest. The root of love doesn't move at all. If I started hating Battler-san without any lingering interests or regrets, I'd be able to pull this root out easily. Once I did, it would probably leave a hole behind, but at least it wouldn't hurt me anymore. But I can't pull it out. Even though it hurts so much, those roots of love are still stuck in my heart. Shannon? Even now, I love Battler-san. I want to see him. I want him to come back. I believe he will come back someday, and I want to wait for him. Yeah, and again, you guys are like 15 years old at this point, and your family's overbearing about stuff. Not really anything he can legally do at the moment. Because, if he came back on the white horse to get you, where would you guys live? Also, you could just, if it matters that much to you, just mention it to Jessica. That's all you have to do. After all, she's initially the one who winds up trying to get you and George together. So you could have just mentioned to Jessica, like, hey, I have feelings for Battler. Can you let him know? And then, because, like I said, I've already gone into detail for like 3 hours about all the stuff about that in the last video. But right now, it's just too much. Again, everyone should just be direct with each other. Just assume everyone's autistic. As I sobbed, the tightness in my chest grew even stronger. As long as I like Battler-san, the pain will always continue. Because I like him, I want to hold on to that pain forever. Again, I'm pretty sure both of you are just autistic. Just talk to each other clearly. Just direct communication. But it was written right there in the letters for George-sama and the others. Battler doesn't plan on returning to the Ushiromiya family. He's forgotten about me and Rockenjima, and has started a new life with a different name. I must wait for him for all eternity, despite how painful, aching, and excruciating this is. I know this isn't the same, but I'm just reminded of Chi-Chi. You know, Goku died for like the second time. Goes to Otherworld, and despite having magical balls, doesn't, want to be wished back to life. And basically is never going to return ever. Despite that, 7 years later, Chi-Chi never remarried. Also worth noting, I don't think Battler ever went on a single date. In fact, I'm pretty sure the closest thing he ever went on a date was reading the books with you, Shannon. Is it our trial? I mean, not really. Just life kind of sucks sometimes. But if you do look at the trial, it's a trial for both you and Battler, and you both failed. But you failed by being human. So, again, I think a lot of the world's problems just would be solved. Just assume everyone's autistic, even yourself. And that'd probably solve a lot of the world's problems. It's like, does that person like me? It's like, oh, they probably don't like me. No, they probably like you. They're just autistic. So fucking talk to them. Is this another trial? I mean, technically, if you just waited until Battler turned 18, he comes back on the first Rockenjima, family conference in which he's actually an adult for. And then you could have just brought it up to him. And either he'd be like, yeah, I felt the exact same way. I just had to wait till I was 18. Or he'd be like, sorry. At which point you can just move on. Not, blare Boba Flex on a radio throughout the mansion while running around dual-wielding shotguns like, your Master Chief. Who else is looking forward to the Halo video game? Campaign Evolved. Is this another trial? I wonder if there ever will be a modding community for the new Halo game. Or if there would be any new in the base game that gets sold, for the consoles and everything. If there, what new missions or skulls there might be. Or what new glitches might occur.